Hi there, sign of Scorpio. This is Kim here to do your next 3-day messages. And just like all of the other signs for this group, I'm going to be taking a look at spiritual gifts and abilities coming in, ascension signs or symptoms that you might be having at this time. Per your spirit team, your spirit guides, and your angels, I open up to them to get these messages. Just know my interest is for your interest. It's always for the Most High. And sometimes we're talking about things that might happen in the future also, but just something to think of. Okay, so let's start off with the 108 Oracle. Let's see. What does Scorpio need to know? What would you like them to know, Spirit? What would you like them to know? Something for you to see. Something for you to see. Okay, yeah, let me get clarification. Okay, maybe you're feeling like you need clarification. This card sometimes is about not seeing exactly what we're supposed to, out of touch with something or unclear. There's an opposite to this card though too. If you look at the function of what those blinders are for on those horses, so to kind of block out distractions and see hyper focus of what is exactly in front of you. So it could be a little bit of both, you know, when we're so hyper focused on one thing that we're not seeing something around us. So what is it about what is around them that they need to notice or pay attention to? What is it around them that they need to notice or pay attention to? The energy. Good Lord. The energy, because something intense is about to happen for sure. It's dynamite. That, by the way, was a number 8 and it had Libra. This is a number 5 with Leo. Excitement, passion, action, suspense. The suspense. Destroy, powder keg, fantastic, energetic, breakup, a catalyst for change, explosive, short fuse, firecracker, blast, sudden, unexpected, and fast. Okay, I feel like something is going to happen to you or around you that directly will affect you, and you are not going to be paying attention because you're going to be focused on something, like there's hyper focus on something right now. So maybe this has to do with like what we're going to take a dive into with the Oracle of Genetic Gifts, of seeing what kind of ascension things might be going on. We do have interesting things happening interstellar. I have a feeling that, plus all of the solar flares, yeah, we're having a lot of changes. That's why I decided to do this type of reading for you all. You're just gonna have, okay, another 8 with Sagittarius energy, the microphone. Oh, okay. So you may be stepping on stage and saying something or announcing something. It may be that just your voice is so powerful and needs to be heard at this time, because the microphone is telling you it's going to be heard by many people, right? This is to broadcast something, broadcasting. This is also about the energy that is being broadcasted to everybody here right now at this time. So I would say if you're feeling pull towards anything that puts your authentic voice or your self-expression out there in any way, that it's going to be like it will blow up. It will be big. Wow. News, trending, broadcast, expression, strong opinion, make known, current events, public speaking, speak truth, communicate. Social media, being heard and speaking up. Perhaps about speaking up about things that have been going on. Tell me more about this thing that they're going to be speaking on. Or speaking about. Oh. whatever it is, it's destined. You're destined for this. They're saying you're destined for the spotlight, or you're destined to be seen. You're destined to be heard. Scorpio has a knack, by the way. This is probably something you already know about yourself. But out of all of the signs, Scorpio has a knack for actually knowing what is in the shadows, what is in secret, or what has been hidden or concealed. They're good at that. They're good at figuring things out, and they're really good at sensing. Your intuition is, you're a water sign, so it's kind of mixing your brawn with your intuition. So, I mean, your brain, not your brawn. Why did I say brawn? Your brawn, your muscles with your, maybe it's flexing your intuitive muscles. No, what I meant to say was your brain, mixing your like sleuth-like skills here. Wheel of karma, karma, dharma, destined, inevitable, cause and effect, divine intervention, cycles, luck, fortune, fortune, fortune smiles on you, fortune, rise and fall, circumstance, consequence, divine will, and blind justice. Blind justice. Who? Okay, so you just know something. You just know something about a cycle, about things that are happening right now. Almost like you're a seer. Like I'm seeing somebody's eyes being covered, but they're able to see with their spiritual vision, their third eye. So you'll be speaking up about maybe blind justice or cycles. The uncertainty, I would say, well, there's a person of water. I would say right now we are in uncertain times. A lot is riding on free will and people's ability to choose one thing or the other, and even to choose what they want to see or not to see. But so let's see if we can get maybe more information on what we're feeling uncertain about. Could be the economy, the flow of life, where things are going at this time. But like this feeling of knowing something's changing, because we have the wheel of karma here. So we know something's changing. We're kind of uncertain of where spirit is taking us. There's something for sure here about them taking us somewhere that other people are not going with, or not going to be allowed to. This also might be part of the uncertainty. So when I see that card, it's a no card for the bridge is being pulled up. But I always feel, and the message they always give me is, you're the one that is being told that there's going to be a part or a juncture in your life where you're going somewhere and somebody else is not going to be going with you. It could be about also guarding yourself from, unwanted energies, not allowing access to your energy. Diamond, any pressure you're experiencing, of course, has made you the precious diamond. Creative force, faithfulness, value, perfection, and brilliance. Multidimensional, multifaceted. So there's probably a lot of things that you are really good at. There might be something here that you're inventing that are really pulling out like your brains. They're pointing out how smart you are. And there's a purity to you. There's a purity to your intellect, to the way that you think. It says that you're here, you're inspiring ideas. You are a mastermind, setting trends too. So that's why it's so important that whatever you say or whatever you're expressing, it is well thought out, actually. Is what I'm saying. It's well thought out, because it's going to be you're going to be listened to. I always think audience here. I'm going to have this microphone, audience. Do I have a card? Mistake. There we go. Let's see what it was, though. Page of Pentacles. Okay. The new thing. the new way, maybe a new way to invest, or a message of money coming in. What is this thing we're uncertain about here, Spirit? What is this about? Or maybe you can give them some clarification on what to be certain about. The Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Money. Okay, so if it looks like it's about money, finances, also who you're going to be working with or in collaboration with the Three of Pentacles. This Nine of Pentacles is a sound recording artist, actually, living in pretty much her best life. Like the reward, her efforts for working are definitely she's definitely getting rewarded financially. So this is a big win for you, or a windfall of money. It's a person who can definitely support themselves in all ways and enjoy life. Nine of Pentacles can be an inheritance or a winning of money too. So anybody that has a court case, or shoot, maybe you're going to play the lottery or the scratch off cards. I'm wondering if there's a scratch off card with a diamond on it, because I'm just getting that like visual in my head here of a diamond scratch off that would do good. So we have the Three of Pentacles, and this is definitely about like laying down the groundwork, cooperation with others, your work being recognized. It's the plan towards what you're wanting to build next. So tell me about the energies that we're not taking with us, or why that message is coming up for Scorpio. Makes sense. Okay. Yeah, because you have good news. I mean, you simply have great news. And you're going to be experiencing a new beginning, moving away from the Five of Pentacles energy. This is going to be left on the bottom. And so on the bottom could be the root cause, or the issue, the main issue. Underneath it all, there's the Five of Pentacles. So there's worry about finances, about having enough. Sometimes it's a health care or concern. But so, wow. You have this beautiful news here. And in the deck, this Five of Wands is about a group of people all kind of armed with the same things, the same wands here. They could be using those for something better. You know, they could be using it to start a fire, or they could be using it to build a shelter, but instead they're kind of fighting over something, or they're arguing over something. So this is saying that this type of energy you don't want to lay down plans with, because they're scattered, they're not as focused as you, or they could cause a distraction in your life and somehow impede you from reaching your goal. And your goal is to love yourself completely and wholly. And with the Queen of Cups, you're paying attention to, is my cup filled? And only then would you be able to give anybody else. I think you are open and receptive, so maybe a lot of people come towards you. Could be that a lot of people also come for your advice. But with both of these nines here, I have a feeling everything from the past is all coming up to this one point, this one moment where there's a culmination here. And so there will be an ending. And I think the ending is going to be with these other people that are kind of just distractions at this point. And that could be what's happening with the blinders energy also. Because I see you being open and receptive to this new experience. And the new experience involves your independence, self-reliance, making a good amount of money, and focusing on what it is that you really want. What would bring yourself the most happiness or satisfaction, enjoyment in life. Because the Nine of Cups is about you pleasing you at this point. And I mean, be honest, you can't please these types of people. This energy just is discombobulated. And so you have good news coming in, especially in those regards to finances, and ultimately a happy new beginning. Taking that leap of faith, trusting the universe here with the Fool, it's going to bring you some really good news. So, might be going off on your own somehow, maybe with your own plans. So that good news is communication that's coming in. Communication that's coming in. It's in the Nine of Pentacles. Definitely, it's gonna get, if you're feeling the Five of Pentacles strain or anxiety or worry about things that are material, you're getting some good news here. But the energies could be difficult to navigate. Maybe it really may be necessary to pull that bridge up to your energy. Let's get something from the Cosmos Oracle for the news. I want to know about the news coming in. News coming in for Scorpio, please. News coming in for Scorpio. Sidereal space. Yeah, you're literally getting help or assistance that's from out of this world. This is belonging to the planets and the stars. It's something way outside of our reach that is actually coming to help or assist you. Tell me how. Tell me how they're going to help or assist, Scorpio. Ooh. Giving you enough things that you're going to feel completely grateful to it. Wow. Yeah, you could say this is the higher power. Whatever energies that you reach out to, say if you're setting an intention or maybe you're saying a prayer, like you're on the microphone right now, you're being heard. And part of what's the shortcut, the wormhole, the shortcut to you getting what you want and to being very happy is you are just so darn grateful for everything that you have at the moment. Even if you feel the pinch of the Five of Pentacles, you know that there is always something to be grateful for. If you find yourself wondering what that is, then just take in a deep breath and then be grateful for the abundant amount of oxygen available to you. But I don't think that that's something you have to worry about, because when 3333 comes up here, I know that you have found the key to more abundance, which is grateful in the present moment for every single thing that you have at your disposal. That is, they're saying, that is your shortcut to achieving what you really want. So the wormhole here, a shortcut, and it feels divine. It feels like this card is talking about divine intervention from the planets and the stars, from somewhere other than here, coming to help Scorpio. Ooh. Let's take a look at those spiritual gifts and abilities and maybe ascension signs or symptoms at this time. Wow, that's exciting. Sidereal space. And the vastness, by the way, is associated with that card of this can go as far as you can go as far as infinity for you. It's a lot of success and happiness here. Master number 22. Yes. Why? Because you're the master builder. I really get a feeling like the people that are attracted to my readings are the ones that are the people who are here on a mission. And part of your mission is going to be to anchor in and connect the dots on this divine matrix. The real matrix here that needs to be built by people like you. So it's anchored here in unconditional love and gratitude, and you're here building everything. It is associated with planet Pluto, which means that there's an unavoidable transformation going on with the matrix, with the way things are built, and it's changing, and you're a really important, integral part of this. I have an extra message for somebody that feels that's born 1968 to 1978 as an indigo child, or perhaps somebody that you know. However, just know that that's just one section of birth dates. Indigo child could span anywhere from the 50s on up, so you could just have the message of looking up what an indigo child is. Wow, you guys, master number 33, and you already have 3333. Wow. Wow. So your spiritual gifts and abilities have, they are bringing you to mastery level. You have the help of ascended masters here. You have a very strong connection with higher beings, higher deities here. Ooh, you're very tapped in spiritually. Yeah, it says you could be the master teacher here, ruling planet Neptune. Wow. Wow. And a light worker, I figured as much, is that you are a light worker, awakened healer, teacher, a leader, a truth seeker, and maybe a truth teller is what I'm thinking too. Ooh, oh, this is powerful. And I have Ascension number 12, which a lot of people, I think almost every sign has gotten this one, which is to guide humanity towards a multi-star system. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. Belonging to the planets and the stars, connection with things out there or that seem out there. Whoa, whoa. Ascension number 6. Light quota in body is 33%. So that's talking about the crystalline light body and having more light enter, or light codes, light energy, solar flare energy, having things that are coming in to assist you with ascension. That could be knocking away some heavier or dense energies. And it could feel like a purge, okay? It could feel like a great purge. It could be kind of uncomfortable in the areas that you could have been consciously holding on to, or even unconsciously, because there's things loosening up their grip right now, and some of them has to do with karmic or ancestral links to DNA and things that have been just transferred through cellular memory to us that are being cleared at this time. And so if you wanted more information on that, I would say look up the crystalline light body and what that means. Have something here, especially with this, microphone, and then also, because this one says news. First thing, it says news, and then this one says TV news media for spiritual purposes. So, interesting. Oh, you have a shortcut that is that's good. Towards what your heart actually desires. If you want to find your soul number out, which is what they're saying would help you at this time also. Your soul number can be figured out through numerology. Just type it in Google. What is my soul number? What does that equal? And then look it up. We'll tell you what your higher self actually wanted you to experience, what kind of heartfelt experience that you were supposed to work on or have in this lifetime. So it's what the soul is wanting you to do. Beautiful. And then clairvoyance. Well, I wonder if you do, some of you all could be doing mirror scrying or black mirror scrying. It's coming through. I've never done that. I know about the mirror, can I look up mirror work? Or I don't know what they're talking about. It's just the message that's coming through into me right now. It's something to do with mirrors, something very significant about mirrors, and then something also about you being able to see very clearly, maybe through scrying or your third eye, clairvoyance. You could even, it doesn't have to be one of those, I'm on a mountain meditating and I get a vision. It doesn't have to be that type of experience to be clairvoyance. Not all the time. Sometimes just knowing that your third eye is working. Are you making pictures with your thoughts? Like, can you have pictures with your thoughts? Are you able to see that? Are you able to envision a scene? Chances are that you're actually able to envision what the future is going to hold, especially if you're one of those people who's advancing spiritually, so that you're connecting with Akashic field information through your imagination. So what you think might be creative and simply imagination, say I don't know, say you're going to be a new Earth celebrity, right? And you can kind of picture yourself going in and out of a limousine or something like that. It doesn't have to be that type of a lifestyle, okay? It's just an example. But say you are seeing this in your, with your thoughts about what could be, or a daydream. You think it's just imagination, but what you're actually doing is connecting to a possibility that already exists. And you may have a big talent for manifesting things in that way or that fashion. That might be your strength, is to do it like that. I do feel that we all have different gifts and abilities that are like, we all get kind of the same package, but some things are but just like learning styles, some things you do easier than others, or you catch on more than others. Some people might be more clairaudient, or more clairsentient. Maybe they feel more than they visualize, right? So I think that ability, whatever your ability is, that is the heightened one, that is probably the one you need to be using to manifest, because like what you desire, what your heart desires, because yeah, I think you would get the best results that way. Ooh, okay. It's quite a big vision, though. Whatever this vision is that you have for yourself, it is vision. You have the vision. And I have a feeling with that 5 of Wands that you already know that there are some people, there are some energies that are not in your visions. Okay, I have another 3. This is a lot of 3s on the board. Ascension number 3 with air, in-breath, decodes, energies. If you, it is advice, it is a form of ascension where you are able to take in a deep breath. You can do this anyway, but if you need to figure something out, you want more information about the energy that you're reading, or trying to, think of a solution or an answer, take some deep breaths as you envision the answer as the energy being translated to you. Envision it being given to you through the breath. Your communication with spirit through the breath. That's what they're saying there. Wow. Oh, we have 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to count 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 4 is ascension number 4. Warmth, ether, senses are being realigned. Okay, so you could be experiencing different things, different ways of getting information. Maybe it feels like it's very sensitive right now, or that you're on overload. Could be that this is just the calibration, you know. Could be, so if you, for example, if you are empathic and you're feeling another person's emotions, as these senses are getting realigned through ascension, through activations, you may have times where it's just very intense, and they're saying that balances out, and it will balance out over time. There's going to be a period where it feels like it goes back and forth to extremes, and this could be emotional, it could be mental, that there's like overthinking about how you're feeling, or even overthinking about the information your senses are giving you. Okay, so don't let it overwhelm you. It's the same type of message with this, because this one is ascension number 5, light ether, mental tunes into spirit. This is where not only are all of your senses, all of your clairs being realigned at this time and activated, but mental tunes into spirit. Your mental body is so very aware. Now, this awareness allows you to step into that magician archetype, right? So you have an awareness that you're even changing actual physical structure in your body at a cellular level, at a DNA level. So I would say definitely take deep breaths of air at this time, deep breaths in and out, and know that this kind of sensory overload or thinking overload is going to be balanced out soon. It passes. And then you're going to make use of all of this, because ultimately it looks like the goal here for Scorpio is to help everybody else adjust to this more evolved, multi-star, multi-planetary system, which is embracing 5D unity consciousness. So, good message for you, Scorpio. Let's get an angel number and let's close out your reading. Thank you, as always, for joining me. If you need a private reading, the information's in the description box below. But let me say they are pre-recorded videos that I make for you on your energy. Just remember to put what you want to know in the notes section. And if you like the video, give it a like, spread the message. Do subscribe and come back, because I do these readings all the time. I do updates all the time. They're different. Usually they're each a little different. But so 222 and 66. You have 666. You have a lot of twos. You have a lot of threes in this. So 222 says, trust that the seeds of your thoughts are growing. As you are nourishing them with words, feelings, and action, I am balanced. And also, that's talking about these energies that are ultimately, they're going to be completely balanced out for you. 66, your guardian angel is teaching you the essence of unconditional love. And you are encouraged to have faith that the universe will provide for you while you're manifesting your inner desires. I am positive. It is about staying in the energy of gratitude, even when the thing or the vision that we really want hasn't manifested yet. It's about, how do I stay in the energy of gratitude and unconditional love? And that's what your angels are assisting you with that number. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. Sending you love and light, and I will see you next time. Bye.